Welcome to Unwind Podcast. We're your hosts, Maritza
and Melinda. Hi guys.
Hi guys. Welcome back to another episode.
Yeah, we're trying different setups.
I'm gonna make you guys laugh. So last time we tried to record without like headphones.
Yeah.
And I felt like I couldn't hear a thing. And
we felt naked. We felt naked. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we were like, you know what? Let's just bring it back because it's not working. Like I felt awkward. I didn't even know what to do with my hands. It was like I kept taking my hair out my face. It was weird. It was weird.
I mean, I was okay with it.
Yeah.
But
I think I like hearing us.
I like hearing us
too. So we're back with the headphones. I mean, for anyone who saw and was like, what is going on with these two? That's what it was.
We're trying different setups. We want to change it up for you guys.
Yeah,
we're trying the camera at a different angle.
Soon we're going to have a different background. We've been working on that too. So, and getting more guests on. So we're kind of like working on that at the same time.
Yeah, I think that we're going to schedule. So,
let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Right.
So that's a blooper right there, live and in action.
So, all right. Well, let's get into
our topic. So, for us, this topic, it's the definition of loyalty, right?
Yeah.
What that means, what it looks like, what people expect, right? Because there's a lot of different definitions, right? I actually looked one up, and I kind of like this definition because I think for me, this is what it means to me, right? So loyalty is faithfulness, not just avoiding temptation, but that too. But being faithful in all your promises, keeping your word, following through on your plans, and sticking with your partner till the end. Loyalty is steadfastness, knowing you can rely on each other, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that definition because I feel like for me, that's what being loyal
it's solid.
is.
It's a solid definition. I think that, loyalty to everybody, I feel like it's different.
It is different. It is different. And it's hard because you could have friendships, right? And maybe their definition of loyal is, if I pick up my call every time they call, I'm being loyal.
Yeah.
Right? But maybe the other person, for them, loyalty is, man, this person doesn't come by to see me.
Yeah.
Right? And they feel kind of left out or like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of, it could be a broad definition.
Yeah, I think so
like.
too. Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah,
I do think that loyalty for everybody is relative, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, I mean, what makes you feel like somebody's being loyal to you?
Good question. Glad you asked.
Yes.
So for me, loyalty, right, is definitely if I'm going through a hard time.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to talk to the person every day.
No.
Right? I'm not that person that I need to talk to every day. And you're, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're...
I think that's why we get along.
Yeah, I think so too. I really do, right? But it's if I'm going through a hard time and I reach out and I let you know, like, hey, I'm going through this, then for me, it's you're checking in on me.
Yeah.
You swing by. You let me know you're praying for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You listen.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like you listen and it's just it's being there for each other in that aspect, right?
Do you feel like I'm a loyal friend?
I do.
Honestly.
Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes, because if I am going through like a tough time, I know I can call you.
Yeah.
And like it's weird because I think like, okay, I'm not one to call every day, so if I call, you're like, yeah.
Exactly. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday that you called me and I didn't answer your text message. She said, call me now.
Yeah. But then I called her.
And then she calls me. But I was out to eat with my mother-in-law, my husband, and my daughter. And so obviously my phone was in my purse. I didn't. But then it's vibrating and it's in my purse. And Juan goes, oh, look, check who's calling you first, right? He sees it's Maritza.
Yeah.
And he's like, answer. Like usually
he knows.
Usually he's like, well, if they call you 2 times, then
yeah.
But no, he's like, answer. Yeah. So I answer and she's like, so this, that, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right, well, we talked whatever we needed to talk, and then it was like, all right, well, I'll text you, I'll call you
with
later.
My family, and I was like, all right, cool, bye. Like,
yeah, exactly. So it was like a quick call. But even he was like, well, you're gonna record with her tomorrow, so answer. Like, you don't know what's up.
Yeah. So, and honestly, guys, it was just me telling her that my voice was shot. Like, I was just like, don't get mad at me. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, it's just one of those things, but it's like I know, so my friends that I call my loyal, like, my group, I think we're all the same. Like, we don't have to talk every day.
Yeah.
But we know, like, if I was to reach out to these people and I say, hey, I need us to meet up right now, I'm going through it, I can guarantee you, like, you guys would show up.
You know, for me, right, I feel that I'm a loyal friend because I will be there for someone. But I'm also very, like, I'm an empath. Mm-hmm. And
so define that for people that have no idea what you just said.
Like, I'm very, like, I put myself in somebody's situation. I feel their pain. Like, I'm very, like, oh, wow. Like, I'm very empathetic. I connect, right? So if I have a friend or a family member that's not necessarily connecting with me, or that, you know, I'm not able to relate to them on that level, I don't feel that closeness to them.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you're not being vulnerable, and, like, to me, that's, like, I'm very, like, vulnerable with people.
Yes.
I'm very, like, tell it, like...
Yeah. And if people are secretive to you, you feel like they're shunning you.
Yeah, and it's not, and it's probably just their personality. Yeah. Right? But it's just, for me, and for me to connect with somebody, I have to connect with somebody on a deep level.
Yes, I agree. I think I'm pretty much like that.
Yeah. Like, I can do the surface friends.
Yeah. Oh, like
I can do
like the flyby friends?
Yeah, the flyby. I can do that. We can do that. But I'm not going to consider you my core friend.
Yeah, like, you're not going to know my secrets.
Yeah, like, and if I do know anything about them, like, I'm very, like, I don't tell.
Yep.
Like, because that to me is, like...
Yeah. It's people that you're letting in, right? So loyalty is the people you let in and you're trusting. Yeah. Right? But then I also feel like when you don't get it in return, then you start questioning. Mm-hmm. Like, well, should I consider this friend a loyal friend because I'm putting all this effort in? Yeah. And this person's just kind of like flyby. Yeah. You know, and that's hard because a lot of people do go through that. Like,
or when you try to connect with somebody and they're very vague.
Yeah, the one-word answers or something.
Yeah. That to me is
cuts
like,
you short. Yeah, it's like a disrespect almost to the friendship.
Well, that, and it's like you're not interested.
Yes.
So it's like the same thing when you're dating somebody, right? You're not interested. It's like, okay, so I get my cues. I'll be short too.
Yeah, it's like you feel like, well, then you're not that important to that person. Yeah, and that sucks. That really sucks. Like, listen, I'll say, like, I'll reach out. Like, I'm that person that if I'm, like, notice I haven't talked to you in a while, I'm like, wait, let me reach out. Like, what's going on? Yeah. Like, you know, to catch up. And then I'll feel like crap because I'll be like, oh, maybe it's on me. Like, I didn't call. Like, you know. Yeah. But let's be honest. Like, life
happens.
Yeah. Like, especially if you're married, you got kids. Like, everyone's on different levels of life, I feel like, you know. For sure. And, like, a lot of friends, like, people that I know, like, it's great because our kids are the same age. Yeah. So we can always relate. Like, you know, like, okay, but then I have friends that have no kids. Yeah. So they're, like, on the flyby doing crazy things. And they're like, hey, you want to hang out? I'm like, no, you have to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah. But it's that. Like, I think that loyalty, I think that, you know, when you can pick up where you left off, it's trust, it's loyalty. I think that trust is important in loyalty.
It is, because, like, we'll say loyalty, right? So being in the Marine Corps, you know, you have to have loyalty to one another, like your comrades, right? So, like, if we didn't have that, you know how crazy the military would be?
Oh my gosh, if you didn't trust your counterpart, you're going into war with somebody, or you're going into, like, whatever. It doesn't have to be an actual, like, war, but you're going into, like...
You don't want to snitch either, right? Like, like, if you have a, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there was a meme that went out there, and it was kind of funny. Like, I actually showed my husband because I thought it was hysterical. Like, so before, they just changed, like, the military PT, like, the workouts. Yeah. So now, back then it was like how many sit-ups you can do, right? Yeah. So the meme was the military, like someone holding someone's feet, counting, and it was like 1, 8, 25. Like, like they're skipping, but you know, like you laugh because you're like, man, I trust you. Like, you're helping me pass my PT.
Exactly.
You know, but that's, to me, like, I'm like, that I laugh, but it's kind of loyalty because you know, like, hey, you got my back.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's about having the other person's back, too. Yeah. Like, no matter what the situation is, right? Like, you know, how many, I'm just going to ask out there, right? How many people out there, like, you've had friends that they call you and they're like, holy crap, I just did this. What do I do? right?
Oh.
So then you have...
So are you that friend that's going to help cover the body?
No, I don't. Depends on the situation. Depends on the situation. Am I your friend that's going to help you get out of a situation? Most likely. Like, I'll be like, all right, let me think about this. Let's figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I will be that friend to, in a legal way, help you and make it look good.
Spoken by a cop's wife.
And former cop.
And former cop. There you go.
But it's one of those things, like, you know, if you're my friend, I have to know, like, what's the scenario? What's going on? Tell me play by play. Like, you know, but...
Yeah, and she does. She needs the details. That is true Maritza. Like, you need the details.
I do.
Do tell.
Because my brain is like, that's how I calculate, like, okay, this happened at this time. All right, I think we got a window. Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that is true Maritza form. Like, she wants to know, like, okay, and so what happened here? What did they say?
Yeah.
And what did they do?
Yeah.
All right, and what did you say? And what did you do? All right, let me see.
Yep. That is me. So if you talk to me, that's pretty much how I do things.
Exactly. That is so true Maritza.
Yeah. But it's because I'm trying to see the whole picture, right? So I'm not one person, like, you're my friend, but I'm also going to be the one to tell you if you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I ask the questions, because I want to know, like, what was said back and forth. You know what I mean? I want to know if it was a one-way street, right? If you were in the wrong, I'm going to tell you you're in the wrong, but if you're in the right, then I'm going to tell you the other person's in the wrong. Sorry, guys, if you hear noise.
Yeah, sorry, I was shuffling my mic.
But that's how I am.
Yeah, you. That is true. You are going to tell somebody, you know, I think you could have acted this way.
Yeah.
Or I think, and to me, like we've said in the past, right? You need a friend like that.
Yeah.
You need a friend that's going to tell you, you know what? I don't agree with you, but I will tell you, because my husband and I talk about it. In front of everybody, I got your back.
Yeah.
Even if you're wrong,
right.
and I look stupid with you.
Facts. Yeah,
right?
That's true.
I look dumb with you no matter what, right?
Yep.
But I do think that you turn around and you say, all right, listen,
the real deal.
Maritza, Melinda, I really think that we could have handled that differently.
Yeah. But I'm going to go down with you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, what do you mean? Why are you talking to her like that?
Yeah.
What do you think she did? She didn't do anything wrong.
We will get the hood out real fast, let me tell you. The little stories with the earrings, right? You want to play?
Let me take off my earrings, right? No.
And the funny thing is, the same thing goes, like, if there's something going on with one of our kids, we will back each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if you tell me, like, if somebody's, like, let's say bothering your kid, I'll be like, who, what? No, this is what listen, we're going to do this. We're going to make sure this person gets in trouble. Like,
but I think, Maritza, you're like that overall with everybody.
Really?
Yeah, I think that you are just, like, loyal until you show me different.
Yeah, it's true. I give everybody clean.
Yeah.
I do give everybody a clean slate until you do
I'm
me
the
wrong.
same way.
Yep.
I remember one time my best friend told me, you know what I love about you? Which are the same things that she hates about me, probably. Was that when you meet somebody or when you're friends with somebody, you don't think about them or talk to them because of their past. Yeah. You talk to them and you treat them like they don't have a past.
Yeah, and that's good.
You know, but I would say that's the same thing that bothered her about me, because it's like, girl, did you not see this person acting shady before?
Yep.
Like, yeah, but they're not like that with me.
Yes.
And it's the way that someone treats me.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, her and I, like, she's like, I love that about you. I wish I can be like that with you, right?
Yeah.
And but it's the same thing, that also the reason that she's had to be there for me to cry, because it's
people
like
hurt you.
Because people hurt you,
Yep.
and it's like it's a blessing and a curse.
It is because it's funny. A lot of people say that to me, like, like my brother especially will say, he's like, Maritza, you're like the nicest person in the whole world. He's like, I can't be like that. He's like, I wish I can, but it's like you see good in everybody.
Yeah, and then people also take that as
weakness.
Yeah, that and as like what's the word that I'm looking for? Because my husband tells me all the time, he's like you should know better, or you should naive. Yeah, there you go. Naive. That's the word I was looking for. And
it's true because Johanna says the same thing to me. He's like, "Oh, you make it seem like you're naive." I'm like, "I'm not." I said because I will treat everybody like I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I'm also watching.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like almost like I'm gonna watch and I'll give you that until I see it, and then you give me a reason to be like, okay, now I know I can't bring you around my family, or now I know I can't trust you with certain things, and I've had that happen to me.
Yeah.
I really have, where people will use information against me. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, that's the kind of person you are. Great. No longer. Yeah. And I won't how you say you cut people off? That's when I do my cutoff. That's when I'm like, nope, I don't have to talk to you anymore.
Exactly. It's just so for example, I've had a couple drunken nights, but my drunken nights, there's only a few hands that have seen me because I do not.
Not in front of people you don't trust.
Oh, no.
100%.
Not even that. I have to know that you're going to carry me out almost. Because I just don't trust.
Because you get vulnerable.
Yeah, only that because you're being drunk. You're being an idiot. You're being silly. You're being an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't I don't like that. I haven't done that in
I was gonna say correction for those listening. It's not that she does that every weekend.
No.
She's talking about in her time,
exactly. Young and stupid. Yeah. I've done it, and it was only my best friend and my husband who have seen me.
You know what's funny? My brother.
Yeah.
For me.
Not even my brother. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my brother are like this though.
But no, so is me and my brother.
You're right.
But it's been my best friend and whatever group we were with, but I know that I can trust her. Yeah. And my husband, and then that's it. Yeah. Or whatever family members are there when we get home or whatever. Very few and far in between.
Yep. And it's true because you do have to trust people. You know what I mean? I feel going back to my brother, for me and him, I can. So now, right? I was gonna make a joke because I was gonna say I could trust him, but no, he was a snitch. Growing up,
See?
Growing up, he was the snitch. But as we got older, I learned it had to be with communication because he's like, Maritza, if you tell me, hey, between you and me, I won't say anything.
Yeah.
He's like, but if you don't tell me that, then I think I could talk to my wife or mom and dad know or whatever. I'm like, bro, you're.
Do I really have to tell you?
You're a grown adult. If I'm talking to you.
Come on, really? His name is Juan, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Juan, really?
Yeah.
And not Juan, my Juan, right?
No.
Juan, brother Juan.
Yes.
Really? Do I have to tell you between you and me?
Yeah. And so now it's so funny because when I do, I'm like, so this is between you and me. And he goes, got it. He knows.
No, I don't want to have to say between you and me. I mean, listen. Bird. Yeah. So,
uh-oh, she's got a story.
No, I just, I don't know. Yes, I get it, right?
Yeah.
But when I tell you something, when I tell you between you and me, seriously, don't tell nobody, that means that it's real serious.
Yeah.
But all the other ones too are between you and me.
Exactly. And that's what's frustrating because when he said that, because I remember, I forgot, I don't know what the topic was, but I told him something and it got back to my parents. So then I was so pissed because I'm like, what is your problem?
Oh my gosh, but I've been guilty of this.
Siblings?
Siblings.
Yeah, see, it's something with you siblings, man.
No. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I really didn't. Yeah. I don't do secrets.
Yeah.
I don't, but it was something that my brother told me, and then my mom asked me something, and I brought it up. It was a question about how he was doing. I don't know. It was something real stupid.
Yeah.
And he got so mad at me. My brother did not talk to me for a very long time. And then I was like, all right, got it. But I didn't, it was something how is he doing? And I was like, he went to do this, that, the third. Yeah. He's running these errands for this person. I don't know. Something very vague and stupid.
It was confidence in you.
Exactly.
And I think that's what it was. My brother, it's the same thing.
So one time he moved and he needed a couple things. I went with him to go buy a mattress and everything. And my mom calls me and she's like, oh, how's your brother? I'm like, oh, he's good.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I haven't spoken to him. And I was like, just call him.
Yeah.
Cool. She finds out maybe 2 weeks after he already moved, because this is how my brother likes to move.
Yeah.
And she goes, why didn't you tell me your brother moved?
On my place.
I was like,
not my
exactly.
place.
I go, it wasn't my place. I go, I don't want to be in my brother's bad side anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that. Like, and that is something, right? Like, my brother moving, really? You don't want to tell your mom?
Yeah.
Like, that's something.
Know.
Exactly. And so I learned that the very hard way. I'm like, yep, he's good.
Yeah.
I don't say, oh, él se mudó el otro día. Like, he moved the other day. Like, I don't do that. And that's just, like, the way that my brother sees loyalty.
Yeah.
Like, and so we tell, like, our younger siblings, we're just like, all right, guys, loyalty is we don't rat each other out.
Yeah.
Whatever's in between this little circle of us 4 or 5, that is it. You don't rat him out. He don't rat you out. And then one time I was... Oh my gosh, I hope nobody hears this.
I mean, we are recording live.
I know. Well, I will say, I won't say which sibling, all right? So I bumped into a sibling somewhere where they shouldn't have been.
Uh-oh.
And so that sibling said, don't tell mom and dad.
Don't tell me you did.
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
No. But I was conflicted because now I'm an adult and I know that.
Yeah.
All right, this sibling is out where they shouldn't be.
Someone slipped up.
They shouldn't. They're somewhere where they shouldn't be. What if something happens? I'm going to feel guilty. Like, I'm going to say, oh, I saw them at X, Y, and Z. Or, like, what if something happens? Oh, my gosh, should I say something? And I was, like, so conflicted.
So what'd you do?
So I asked somebody, I'm not going to say who, but I asked somebody else. I'm like, what should I do?
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. And I was like, all right, I won't say nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything because my thing is, like, you don't rat your siblings out.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say anything. And I mean, honestly, I did that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, right. And then I loosened the reins.
Yeah, because you're older now, and you have to remember when you were that age.
Exactly.
And that's where it comes from, right? It's almost like how you said putting yourself in other shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah.
Because
and it's good. Like, so listen, I've had like friends, right, tell me stuff.
And I have 3 younger siblings, so try to take a guess.
Youngest.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe.
Anyways.
She can't say. But, like, you know, I've had friends that shared stuff with me about the relationship, right? They'll say, like, hey, I slipped up.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me why and what they did. And I'm like, right? Because then
so tell me now the whole
scenario.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm just saying that's how you are.
Yeah. So that's I'm like right, because there's always
analyzing.
Well, my thing is there's always a reason why somebody does something, not an excuse.
Yeah.
Right. It's not an excuse why you do something, but there's a reason that brought you to that level, right? So I have to either validate or be like, hey, you messed up, right?
Yeah.
So when the person shares with me, I'm like, I understand. I'm like, I understand the why. Yeah. You know, and then I'm like, now the question is your marriage worth fighting for?
Ooh.
Right? So then I'll turn it to the person, right? I'm like, and if it is, then you need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And if it's not, then you already know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So I also am that friend that I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you think about it.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm never going to, like, shame you.
No. That's another thing too. Like, you can't tell your friends what to do, because then when my husband and I talk about this all the time.
So you're the bad guy. Then you become the bad guy.
Ellos se arreglan, están de lo más bien. Y después uno se ve mal.
Yeah, I know.
Then one looks. So basically, this is it, right? You tell a friend, all right, I think you should handle it this way, or, you know, this is my opinion, this is what. And then they're gonna be like, you know what? Fulanita, or this one said I should do that, or this one should, and then it's like, now he don't like that friend, and now you can't hang out with that friend.
Yep, and it's true. So, like, I am in a scenario right now like that, and I said I am no longer talking. I was like, I've talked, I've given advice.
Yep.
I've had the person literally see the things in every scenario possible. But if the person's so stuck and like blind, like the horses with the blinders, that's when I'm like, you know what? I was like, I'm not going to ruin this relationship.
Yeah.
Right? Unfortunately, the person will learn on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where you're still being loyal.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, I told my husband, I was like, hey, something happens with this person, when like God forbid, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to be there just to hold the person.
Yeah.
Right? Or comfort or whatever way they need me.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give advice. I'm not going to do, like, you're not going to be that friend that says, oh, I told you. Or you should say,
no.
Like, you don't do that. You're just, I'm going to be your soundboard.
Yeah.
You want to talk? Talk. You want to vent? You want to cry? Cry on my shoulder. I got you. Like, that to me is loyalty. I got you.
Yeah.
Because there's a time that people just want you to listen.
Yeah.
They don't have to say anything. They just want to, like, you to be that bouncing, like, soundboard.
And then I think that's key, right? Because many times Maritza calls me and I'm just like, so how are things? Or how's this? Or how's whatever specific situation? And what she really needs is just for me to hear her out. Yeah. And vice versa, right? Yeah. If I'm asking her for something, she will turn around and say, okay, what do you think? Or, you know, what would you do? Yeah. To kind of like, why would you do that? And then, so maybe you can analyze all different aspects, like all different ways of handling that situation. Yeah.
And you got to learn to put your emotions aside. Like,
absolutely. And that's what we've said before, right? Yeah. Like when you talk to somebody and they don't know how to put their emotions because of their love for you,
it
then
becomes a nightmare.
Exactly.
If you don't, because listen, you could love two people, right? They could be your friends or whatever. You could love both of them the same. Yeah. But you could see the wrong in it. Yeah. Right? And that's why you can have to put your emotions aside and have them both see like, hey, this is the area you did wrong. Yeah. This is the area you were wrong. Now you two need to fix it. Perfect example, my daughter, right? Yeah. My oldest. Friend of hers from elementary school. Yeah. All of a sudden they don't talk. Right? Person used to drive her to school every day. All of a sudden now they don't talk. She came home pissed and she's like, oh, so-and-so is talking trash about me. Right? But then I look at her and I go, well, you've said out loud that this person is fake. She was like, yeah, but I said it to the person's face. I'm like, doesn't mean doesn't hurt. Yeah. I'm like, doesn't mean doesn't hurt, right? So it could be retaliation. Yeah. And I said, I'm like, you two need to have a conversation. Yeah. And like work this out. Yeah. Of course, you know, teenagers, guys, like she was like, well, I did nothing wrong. I'm like, no, you did do something wrong. Yeah. I'm like, you don't ever, I'm like, if you don't want somebody to talk about you, then don't put their name in your mouth. Yeah. You know, so now she's kind of like, well, maybe I'll reach out and I'll try again. Yeah. You know, but it's that scenario of like, I love my daughter. Yeah. Right? As a parent, you could be like, well, you know what? Stop. Don't talk to that person ever again. But I was like, okay, emotions aside, let me see what she did wrong. Yeah. Right? Because you have to also help your children grow. Yeah. In those kind of scenarios, right? Because I tell, listen, it's a joke, but it's true. I love my oldest daughter to death. Right? Love her. She's a beautiful child. Love her to death, right? But being her age, I probably wouldn't be her friend. Like, you know what I mean? But it's only because our personalities are very different. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, very, very different. Like, I love her because she's my kid, and I will do anything for her. But if I was in high school, I wouldn't be her friend. No? No. Because my personality is like... I would be my daughter's friend. I would be my other two kids' friends.
I think because my daughter is so outgoing and that's so opposite for me. Yeah. My friends, like my best friend was the most outgoing. Yeah. She's more different. I mean, more different.
I don't want it to seem like I'm down, like my daughter is great. But I'm just saying like, the way she's growing, like now I think as she grows into the woman she's becoming, I think she's going to see her own flaws.
No, but... It's not that, right? Yeah. Because usually you, like, same in relationships, you want somebody that's going to compliment you. Yeah, yeah. You don't want somebody that's going to be so headstrong as well. Yeah, if you're headstrong.
We had this in the last episode, right? Unfortunately, she has things from her father. Yeah. And those are the things that I was like, yep, that's why I wouldn't.
Oh my gosh. All right. So the truth comes out, right?
Listen, we're transparent. That's what we say, right? We're always transparent.
Oh my gosh, Maritza. Guys, you know, well.
We hope we made you laugh in this episode. Seriously. We hope you get a kick out of it. And, you know, in terms of loyalty, like, just think about it. Think about who's loyal. What does loyalty mean to you? Write it down and see if that's how you're actually looking at your relationships.
Yeah, I think that also we have to reflect on ourselves, correct. Right? I think that if we're expecting one thing from someone else, but we're not giving that, then that is,
it's tough. It's a tough one.
It's definitely is, guys.
Thank you for another great episode.
Yeah.
This one was fun. I liked it.
This one was fun for sure.
Right.
Guys,
enjoy your week.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and write us comments. Be interactive with us.
Interact with us.
We love you guys. Bye.